Like I was sitting there watching, the freestyle skating by, our ice skating team, figure skating team that won the gold medal.
Are they happy to represent America?
Yeah, they seem to be happy to represent America. Not everybody is, but, everybody should just pipe down and just do their sport and play for our country and respect the flag and respect everything that's going on.
I don't want to sit here and go back and forth and call him a bunch of names, too, because I don't think that gets us anywhere. But what it seemed like to me, and I don't know if you agree or not, but what it seemed like to me was this is a lot of misguided anger. That this guy is very angry politically about things that are going on. Maybe there's people in his life or others that he has stayed silent about. But then this Boomer thing comes across his plate, and he all of a sudden just explodes, and all the things that were bubbling up in him about whoever that he's been annoyed with comes out in the direction of it all goes to Boomer, because a lot of these things that he's saying, he clearly doesn't know Boomer and the show. And what I mean by that is when he's going on, and if you haven't seen this, the guy's name is Mike Ruiz, is a producer of the Dan LeBatard Show. He said to Boomer, quit being a P word, put your name to it, say what you effing mean. All right. So to Mike Ruiz, I sit next to Boomer 5 days a week, 4 hours a day. I wish he would say what he meant less, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're talking about. Now, I'm never, ever going to tell Boomer, stop doing this, stop doing that, whatever. But there are times where he'll jam politics into conversations that I'm like, that was unnecessary.
And taxes.
Yeah, and that was unnecessary.
Yep.
And I'm like, now I got to find a way out of it, but that's what he wants to do. He's earned that ability to say all of these things that he wants with this platform. But to sit here and say that he is on here giving you some sort of coded message because he's afraid to say what he wants and he's a P word is just completely misinformed.
It's wrong.
Now, I'm not going to say that it's lies because I just don't think he knows the answer. I don't think he knows and he's lying about it, Michael Ruiz. I think that he's just misguided. He just doesn't have the information. He's just screaming about whatever that he's annoyed about and is putting Boomer in a category that he's not in. So, I mean, that's really, the biggest part about it. Say it with your chest, say what you mean. He does all the time. There isn't a single time we don't know what he means, And then it's just, if people get so worked up and then, you do all these things in your life and then all of a sudden, like, you say one thing and then a guy like this looks at Boomer and starts calling him all these names. And, like, I don't need to sit here and rattle off his resume of all the great things that he's done. Everybody can find that. Everybody knows that. But when you're going to start saying things about somebody like that and just minimizing them and diminishing them and calling them wussies with a P and chicken bleep and all of this, like, don't you have to stop and consider what the man has done in his life? And, like, you'd be like, okay, maybe I'm allowed to and can disagree with his take, and I've got a platform to disagree with it. And you could say the reasons why you disagree with it. But then to take it to a level of a man who should be respected and call him those names, like that was the thing that put me over to the top of, like, I got to say something because this is ridiculous.